How can Pennsylvania Youth Survey data increase our understanding of community needs? The Pennsylvania Youth Survey, or PAYS, is a powerful tool for understanding local needs. It was administered most recently in 2015 to over 200,000 6th, 8th, 10th, and 12th graders from 356 participating school districts. This video is a quick tutorial to help communities begin to use this survey data to understand which risk and protective factors to target to create a strong prevention strategy. There are three main sources of PAYS data: school district reports, county reports for any county that had 2 or more school districts participating in the survey, and finally, a statewide report. The county and state reports are available on the PCCD website, while district reports are available at the discretion of school superintendents. For those wishing to explore how to use PAYS data in more depth, the Epicenter has created the PAYS How-To Guide workbook in the PAYS webinar series. We invite you to visit our website to access these resources. Each section of the PAYS data report includes comparison data that can allow a community to understand current conditions in relation to a larger group, typically state or national level data. In some instances, it may be possible to compare school district level data to county level data. This can help a county understand if one area of risk, protection, or prevalence stands out and can help make the case for allocation of grant or county resources to a community with a higher level of risk compared to the other communities around it. It is always important to consider this comparison data when reviewing your local data. Risk factor data is presented in Section 7 of the PAYS report. The data is shown in several detailed bar graphs and tables, as well as this useful summary graph. We recommend starting your review of PAYS data with this graph to get an overall sense of which risk factors were highest for your community and should be targeted for a decrease. A good next step would be to complete a more in-depth review of grade level risk data reports to identify if a certain age group shows more risk than others. This data will help you to decide which risk factors and which age ranges you want to target. Protective factor data is also presented in Section 7 in a similar format to risk factor data. This data will help you to determine which protective factors are low and could be targeted for an increase. And again, you'll want to be sure to review the grade level reports. It is also important to note which protective factors are high. These represent possible strengths on which to build prevention strategies. Prevalence of use data describes how many youth in each grade have tried various substances in their lifetimes or have used in the past 30 days, and is highlighted in Section 3 of the PAYS report. This data can be helpful in clarifying community needs by showing which substances at most ages are commonly experimented with or used regularly. For instance, this graph shows that in Center County, the number of 10th graders reporting the use of alcohol is higher than both the national and state averages. The PAYS data report also includes useful data about other types of risk behaviors and traits such as antisocial behavior, school climate, and mental health. To recap, by comparing risk and protective factor levels, prevalence data, and other risk behavior data with state and national data, communities can determine where to focus prevention resources and determine how severe local problems are compared with other communities.